I'm Logan from the Backwoods Institute. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a homemade dirt sifter to use when you're trapping. Now, a dirt sifter covers up a foothold trap in the ground that you don't want the game you're trying to trap to see. You know, such as using it in a dirt hole set or a blind set. You cover it up so the animal has no idea and it'll actually step into your trap. Now, if you're like me and you see something in the store like a dirt sifter, I think to myself that I can make that with stuff I have laying around. And if I don't have it laying around, I can find a cheaper way to make it. So that's what we're doing here. Now we're going to be using a gutter guard, a metal gutter guard, to make our dirt sifter. And it's a very simple process. Here's the gutter guard I picked up from Home Depot. It was under $3 for a 3-foot section, and it's 6 inches wide. These little holes in here are about 1/4 inch in diameter, and this is what we're going to use as our sifter. We're not going to use all 3 feet, so you can make multiple dirt sifters out of this one. Give them to your trapping buddies or just have multiple ones laying around. Alright, what we're going to use for our walls is 1x4 pine. Now I had this scrap laying around, that's why we're going to use it. But if you don't have any wood scrap laying around, you can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, or any hardware store, pick up 1x4 piece of pine for pretty cheap. So now we're going to get started. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our gutter guard. Now I'm going to cut it 10 inches because of the simple fact that you're going to pick up dirt and you're going to stick it in here, and you might have to rub it through the grate in order to get it to sift onto the ground and cover up your traps. You want to be able to move your hand back and forth. So 10 inches is what I'm going to cut this at. Then it's got this little hanger on here. I'm going to cut this off too because we're not going to need it. Since this is a 10-inch piece, I'm going to cut two 10.5-inch pieces out of this 1x4 pine here. These are going to be our long walls that run the length of our gutter guard. Alright, we got the long sides of our walls cut. Next thing we want to do is cut the inside portion of these walls. Since this is a 6-inch piece, I'm going to cut two 5.5-inch short walls to go in between here. That's going to ensure that we're going to have enough to screw to the bottom on all 4 sides to this metal grate here. This is how it's going to look laid out. Our gutter guard is a tad smaller than all of our outside dimensions of this wall here. And we're going to screw this bottom wire mesh to the bottom of our sifter right here. Since our smaller walls fit inside of our longer walls here, I'm going to pilot drill from the outside in, and then we're going to fasten all this together with 1-inch drywall screws. Now if you cut these all to the same measurement, as long as you line them up and make everything flush, everything should stay square. Alright, we got our side wall built. Now we want to take our gutter guard and lay it on the bottom side. We want to make it even on all the sides around here because we're going to fasten it down with our same 1-inch screws. So once you got it even there, you can start screwing it down. Alright, now we got our bottom part of our sifter attached on here. You could have chose to pilot drill them if you wanted to. It'll prevent cracking, but right there we have a sifter. Now I'm going to do one other step that's optional. This will work just fine, but I'm going to attach handles over here because if I got dry dirt and you want to take some dry dirt with you, especially if you're laying down coyote or fox sets, take some dry dirt with you. I'm going to attach handles so I can shift it back and forth over the trap. Alright, there you have it. Your homemade dirt sifter. Now these handles, I picked them up from a hardware store. They were about $1.50 a piece, somewhere around there. And all you do is you screw them to the side. So I found center, left and right, and then up and down I attach my handles. Then I could just sift it back and forth like that. Alright, I'm going to briefly show you how this works, but bedding a trap, setting up dirt hole sets for coyotes, fox, coons, all that stuff, that's a whole different video. And I'll be sure to pass that information along to you guys as well, but I just want to get the point across that if you have the drive to start trapping, you can make majority of your equipment for cheap. So that's the point I'm trying to get across here. So now I'm going to show you how this sifter works. Alright, I got a hole dug right here. This crushed can is going to be our trap. Alright, like I said, bedding a trap is a whole different video. But then we're going to take dirt, or you take dirt along with you, dry dirt with you whenever you're doing your coyote trap line or whatever. But I just got the dirt here, stick it in here, kind of rub it through there. there it is, all covered up. Now what you're doing with your sifter is you're obviously covering up your trap, but you also want to make everything ground level. Again, make it look natural with its surroundings, so the coyote or fox or whatever you're after has no idea that there's a trap right there. Alright, there you have it, your homemade dirt sifter. If you have this stuff laying around, put it to use. If not, you can pick all these items up for fairly cheap, throw it in your trapping basket, and you're one step closer to being out in the woods during trapping season. Hope you guys liked the video. Catch you in a bit.